What's up, family? Welcome back to the B. Lanice Show. It is your favorite host, Brittany Lanice. So, if you clicked on this episode, it's because you're interested in knowing why entrepreneurs fail. Well, lucky enough for you, I've got 30 reasons. So, without further ado, we're just going to jump right in. So, the very first reason is you have no purpose in life. A lot of us entrepreneurs, we don't know what our purpose is. And if I'm being honest with you, a lot of us say like our purpose is to make money, but you need to have something bigger than the money. Like, if you take all of that away, what are you doing it for? What is your why? What is your main goal? What is your reason? A lot of us fail to find what that reason is, other than either one, what we're doing is easy and we like the money. But if you take away it being easy and you take away the money, like, why are you there? What are you doing? You get what I'm saying? Next is you have no ambitions. You're not ambitious. You're not a go-getter. You're not disciplined. You're not motivated. You're not determined. You none of that. Like, how can you expect yourself to succeed? How can you expect yourself to win when you're not putting yourself in position to do that? Like, you gotta want it for yourself. I can't want it for you. Your peoples can't want it for you. Like, you have to want it for yourself. You have to be the reason why for everything. That's just it. No education. So you're in a business, you have a niche, but you don't know anything about what you're doing. Like, don't get me wrong, yes, this is your business or whatever, but you haven't done enough research to really be able to pour into your business. You haven't done enough research to truly tap into this industry that your business is in to get the most money for, get the biggest bang for your buck. Let me say that. Like, you need to be able to educate your followers. You need to be able to educate your target market, your target audience. But if you don't have education yourself, it's going to be like the blind leading the blind. Next is no self-control. This one is simple. If you don't have self-control, like, you can't control yourself, you can't control your actions, you can't control your reactions, you not gonna go far in life. And that's outside of entrepreneurship. Like, you need to be able to control how you respond to somebody, because what I've learned in these 30 years, I don't know why I just said 30. I am not 30. Let me not push the time. What I've learned in these 27 years of life is that you need to learn how to control your actions, your temper, how you respond to stuff. Nothing else is in your control but you. So if you respond outlandishly or outrageously, it's going to reflect on you and your ability to self-regulate those emotions in time of disparity. We got to do better than that in 2023. The next thing is procrastination. Procrastination, procrastination, procrastination. That's the biggest one on the list. Because, baby, recording this podcast today, getting up here and doing this, I was procrastinating with doing this. So just imagine how many other things I am procrastinating on doing. Like, you have to stop procrastinating. You need to put yourself on like a 1, 2, 3 rule. Like, okay, I'm gonna give myself 2 minutes to get my mind ready, and then on 3, I'm gonna just get up and go. On 3, I'm gonna just get up and do it. And I feel like that's the hardest part for a lot of us, is just doing it. Like, it's so hard to just do it. You have no idea. Today was a content creation day, and this day was hard for me. I procrastinated during this. So I can already imagine what my other fellow entrepreneurs are doing. Oh, and I just want to give y'all a disclaimer. This is probably going to be a 2-part series, maybe a 3-part. It really depends on how much information I give y'all when I give you each reason for why entrepreneurs fail. But let's jump back into it. So the other thing is generational curses. Baby, baby. The generational curses is a big one for me, because let's just say hypothetically, the past 4 generations in your family, they have all had children under the age of 20. With you being the 5th generation, 9 times out of 10, because that's the cycle within your family, you're going to have a baby under 20. Or you're going to break that generational curse and have a baby after 20. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you have to get yourself set up in perspective. Put yourself in a position to not fall into the formation of the generational curse. And to break that curse, for me, a generational curse is my family is we become millionaires and then we go broke. I mean, we become millionaires again, but then we go broke. For me, I want to learn how to consistently be a millionaire and build on my wealth. I don't want to hit rock bottom. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm human. Things are going to happen. But as long as I have something to say about it, and as long as I can be in control of how the narrative is going with my life and my finances, I'm not going to go broke. I'm going to hit a million, and I'm going to hit another million and another million and another million and another million. And I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to revert back into their old ways of hitting a million, splurging, over splurging, then going broke and having to climb out that hole. I can't do that for me and my family. We're not doing that. Period. The next thing on the list is your childhood. You're allowing your childhood to hinder you from where you need to go. A lot of us have a really hard time with working through trauma, with going to therapy, getting a shrink. I don't even know why I just use the terminology shrink. I'm a social worker, and that term is very disrespectful. Please forgive me for even saying that. But a lot of us don't like to go to therapy. A lot of us don't like to talk to somebody. We have so much going on, and we struggle with being open and transparent with these people who are in position to help us. The only way that we can figure it out is if we work through these childhood traumas with these different people in our lives, and a big thing about that is forgiveness, accepting situations as they are, and then learning to forgive them. Not only forgiving them, but you also need to learn how to forgive yourself for being so mad at them that you're holding yourself back. You're so upset that you're preventing yourself from going to the next level because you're so upset and you're holding on to so much trauma from your childhood. At some point, we're going to have to let that go. Please, you have to let that go. So the next thing as to why entrepreneurs don't fail on my list of 30 reasons is you start, but you don't finish. You're not persistent. You're not consistent. Yeah, you will start, and that right there says a lot about you even being able to start, because being an entrepreneur is not easy at all. This job ain't for the weak. Don't get me wrong. I love what I do and I like what I do, which is what makes it easy. But this job is not for the weak, honey. This is not. It is not. So I commend you for even starting, but now I need you to work on being consistent. Now I need you to work on consistently posting, consistently editing content, consistently finding something new, finding trends, and participating in those trends. So we need to work on being consistent in 2023. Let's back those actions with doing it profusely over and over and over and over again. That's the only way we're going to truly hit that success peak that we're looking for, is by being persistent and consistent. Having a negative personality, that is a huge reason why anybody would fail in life. If your personality is ugly and negative, life and death lie in the power of your own tongue. So if you're consistently thinking negative thoughts, if you're consistently thinking bad things and you're saying bad stuff, you're not putting positivity out into the world, how can you expect positivity to come back to you? How can you truly expect positivity to come to you when you're just a negative person? You're a negative Nancy. And I only really know 2 people who are negative Nancys, but they're getting older and they're getting out of that. And when I tell you their lives have changed immensely just by them getting out of that negative mindset, just by them getting out of that negative mentality, they're doing so much better in life. And all the things that they were negative about, all the things that they had issues with, it's because of them. And it's crazy because they know this now. The next thing, and this is a little touchy, y'all, but being addicted to having intercourse with your partner or multiple partners or spouses, you guys, reel it in, okay? It's 2023. You've had more than enough to suffice you for the rest of your life. I promise. Just take a break, take a beat. Let's focus on something else. Let's focus on building relationships intimately with these people outside of having intercourse with them. Let's focus on building a genuine connection that's not based on having, relations where you guys are physically intertwining yourselves with each other. First of all, a lot of people are carrying negative spirits, ladies. And when you allow a man or, your significant other or whoever to input these negative energies that they carry with them, regardless of if it's trauma bonds, anything. Once you guys unite like this, they're now a part of you. They're now in your DNA. They're now in your makeup. You don't want to pass that along to your children. You do not want to pass that along to your kids, ladies, please, and gentlemen. Because I attacked the ladies, now I'm finna come for y'all. How do you expect yourself to be successful when this is the only thing that's on your mind? How do you expect to build a genuine relationship or build a genuine bond with someone when this is the only thing that is consuming your mind, that's consuming the relationship? You won't have a real authentic relationship with somebody if this is all that you're focused on. All right, y'all. So I told y'all this was going to be a 2-part series. 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a 3-part, but I just had to get this part done. So, all right. Until next time, peace.